Okay, I think we can get started. We'll just let people roll in as they please. But welcome everybody. Welcome to our webinar that is called Why You Should Advertise on YouTube. So we'll just jump right in. So first, we'll start off with a few introductions. My name is Leela. I'm a product marketing specialist here at Marketing for ECPs. So I work really closely with all of our marketing products and marketing those products to our clients and helping with the development and success of our products. So I'm happy to be here today to talk about YouTube.
And my name is Ashley. I'm the manager of marketing science. My team runs everything under the paid ads atmosphere, Google search, display, and today's topic of YouTube ads.
Amazing. So to get us started, we thought it would be a fun icebreaker to throw some fun facts about YouTube your way to get everybody excited and on the same page about YouTube. So first and foremost, for those of you who don't know, YouTube is the world's second largest search engine and the second most visited website after Google. So YouTube is actually owned by Google. So when you search things on Google, you can actually go to the video tab, and that's why a bunch of YouTube videos will be the first to pop up. And what we found is that actually a lot of people are searching the same kinds of questions that they would on Google right on YouTube and looking for video solutions to those same questions. So fun fact number one, there you go. Also, there are almost 5 million videos watched on YouTube every single day, which equates to about 3.25 billion hours every month. And to give you a little perspective on that, there's only 8,760 hours in a year. So that's a lot of hours of YouTube being watched every single day and a lot of videos being circulated if you actually think about the amount that 5 million videos is. Mind-blowing. On this, the average person also spends about 19 minutes a day on YouTube. Definitely some less and definitely some more. Sometimes you can just keep watching videos back to back as they circulate. Yeah. Enjoyment of a memorable video can encourage purchasing by 97% and increase brand recognition by 139%. We always encourage, you never want to underestimate the power of branding. Even the biggest brands in the world like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, they still need to advertise. They still need to get their messages out there. And on this, we all have commercials that we watch that we cannot get out of our head. For me right now, it's the Skip the Dishes commercial with Katy Perry. It's top of mind for me anytime I'm thinking of ordering in. It's catchy, it stays in your head. And that also means that the bad ones also stick to our head, and they are there for brand recognition. They create awareness, and whether the ads are good, bad, memorable or not, they make an impression on you as a consumer. We see more than 5,000 ads every single day. So if you think about your day from start to finish, you wake up, you're driving to work, maybe you hear ads on the radio, on TV, you see billboards on your way to work, you see ads on all social platforms. There's even product placement in movies, TV, that you don't even realize are ads. So that's a lot of ads that we see every single day. 72% of consumers like to learn about a product or service by watching video rather than by reading text. So this kind of goes back to searching on Google. A lot of people will look for video solutions because they're engaging, they're easy. It's less effort to watch a video than it is to read a whole blog or whatever about how to build something or how to fix dry eye, or, so videos are very engaging and people prefer them over text, especially these days, videos exploding on the internet, with TikTok, Reels, YouTube. So they're a great way to get your message out there. You know that what the phrase is that a picture is worth 1,000 words. So if a picture is worth 1,000 words, video is worth a lot more. In this case, you get the equivalent of 30,000 words worth for every 6 seconds of a video ad. So even in the 5 seconds that people have to watch before skipping your ad, that's a lot of words that you can get in just by having a video out there. Now I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about where YouTube advertising can fit into your marketing strategy now that we've got you excited about YouTube. So YouTube advertising actually fits into the awareness phase of the sales funnel. During the awareness phase, it's where you want to focus on building your brand to be recognizable to your patients or customers. There's a rule of 7 that applies anytime you're talking about brand awareness. So it takes 7 times for a prospect to hear your message or see it, read it, to have an impression on it. So before they take an action on your product or your service, it'll take about 7 times for your brand to be top of mind for them. One of the really great things about YouTube is that it pairs really well with Google search ads and a great SEO strategy. So when you are putting your name out there in a YouTube ad, you're planting that seed for consumers. They'll see it a few times, and when they're ready to make a decision, they'll go on Google and search. And if your brand is at the very top, then it works like a charm. So they really go hand in hand together, and they work like a charm together as well. So that is where it could fit into your marketing strategy. I'm going to pass it over to Ashley now to talk about the benefits of YouTube advertising.
Thanks, Leila. Videos are everywhere, with good reason too. They're captivating, they're memorable, they're persuasive. The ability to communicate more information in less time with video is especially perfect for educating viewers on why they might need an eye exam prior to having vision issues, or what dry eye really is, and describing some of those symptoms. We talk a lot about filling the funnel in marketing, which essentially just means using different marketing tactics to capture your audience where they sit in the decision-making process. As Leila mentioned, YouTube is all about branding, and which is at the awareness or the top of the funnel part of the stage. The awareness stage is when someone's just getting to know who you are, what your brand is. Humans are so forgetful, so it's important to continue to remind them that your brand is the one to choose when they're ready to make that decision. Filling the funnel, filling that marketing funnel, is how you ensure you have a steady flow of patients in the future. Video engages multiple senses. Visual and audio aspects of your video you're getting that dedicated attention. Even if for whatever reason they have their sound turned off, the use of captions can also help send your message. YouTube visitors are engaged. Most of us are watching our phones, probably just a little bit too close to our faces. So the viewers are forced to see at least the first few seconds of your video, since they have to do that to continue to watch their video. And they can't leave the app either to skip past. Viewers are more likely to remember 95% of your message when conveyed via video. One of my favorite things about YouTube is that you only pay for something when someone is viewing your whole video or interacting with it. An interaction can be a couple different things. 1, they watch the entire video, or 2, they watch 30 seconds of your video if it's longer than that, or they click on your call to action and visit your website. Even if they click after the first few seconds of that video, they're still being exposed to your brand, which adds to one of those 7 touches that Leila was mentioning. Speaking of call to action, I wanted to show you what that might look like. In this case, on the left-hand side, you can see a small headline with a call to action button there. Even if the viewer skips your video, they're still going to see your headline and call to action on the right-hand side. So while they're watching their video, they're still being exposed to your brand. Okay, now that you're all convinced that you need YouTube advertising, here are a couple of things that you need to get started. The first one being an impactful video. Can't upload anything unless you have one of those. So once you have a great video, you'll need to then create a Google Ads account as well as a YouTube account. Fairly straightforward to do that. And after that, you're going to need a budget. Deciding what your budget's going to be can be challenging, but choosing that is going to depend on what your marketing goals are and what your budget's going to allow for. And lastly, you're going to need analytics tracking. Knowing how your video is going to be performing is going to help you make more marketing decisions down the road. Things like clicks, impressions, views are just a couple of the metrics that you're going to want to focus on.
All right, so like Ashley mentioned, in order to get started with YouTube advertising, you obviously need a video. And you might be thinking to yourself, what kind of video is right for my practice? What kind of video should I have? I have a few examples here that we'll go through together, but the world is your oyster. You could have really any video as long as it showcases your brand and what you're about, and is memorable to the viewer. I have a few examples. So if your practice is very fashion focused, maybe you have a bunch of brands that you're proud to carry. Then maybe you have a lifestyle video, something showcasing all the cool brands, what it feels like to wear those brands. So that would really convey to the viewer that you are fashion forward, fashion focused, care about the style that you sell. Maybe your practice specializes in a younger demographic, so doing kids' eye exams. This would be very helpful to the parents of those kids. So your video can be reminding those parents to book an eye exam for their kids. The great thing about YouTube advertising is that it is also, the ads are hyper targeted to the patients that you want to target, that you want to see in your practice. So if you're in a certain area and you target a younger demographic, or those are the kinds of patients that you like to see, you can target the parents of the younger demographic in that specific area to bring them to your practice and send their kids to your practice as well. Maybe you have a few specialty services that you're really proud to offer at your practice. So dry eye or vision therapy, you specialize in those certain things. It's also a great opportunity to showcase that in your YouTube video. So sharing that you are dry eye focused can help somebody with their dry eye, and also educating patients on dry eye or your specialty services that you do have to offer, because those who may be watching may have symptoms, but they may not even know that they do have dry eye, for example. So having educational videos can be very impactful as well when advertising in your YouTube. So you could really go anywhere you want with your video, as long as it showcases what you have to offer and is really well branded around your practice. Obviously, all of this information can be a lot, especially when you don't even know where to start, how to get a video. Us here at Marketing for ECPs have our own YouTube product, obviously, and we have actually a bank of videos that you can choose from and customize with your brand and your practice. And we also have a customizable video solution as well. So for those of you who are clients at 4ECPs, feel free to reach out to your account manager and ask them about it. They'll be happy to talk to you about it. And if not, then we're also happy, like I said, to answer any questions that you have around YouTube advertising. So that is all that we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that this was helpful and informative. Like I said, Ashley and I are happy to answer any questions you guys have. So feel free to pop them in the chat. I don't think we have any questions at the moment. If anyone wants to come off mute and answer or ask a question, you're more than welcome to as well. It seems like we don't have any questions. Regardless, if you don't have any questions at the moment, we are happy to answer them via email. You guys can email Ashley or I at any time, and we're happy to help you out. I think we have a question.
Okay. Yeah, we have one question here. So how do you track the tension in the first 4 seconds? Such a good question. There's a couple different things you can do. One of the most important things is making sure that your logo is going to be front and center. It stays, and having a watermark in the rest of the video is also going to help too. But something that's captivating visually or with audio as well, and just trying to capture that attention and disrupt what they're doing and getting their eyes on your video.
Totally. And like Ashley mentioned, a lot of the time people have the video on their phone in their face, and they can't exit the app until they watch the 4 seconds or 5 seconds that you need to in order to skip. And we all know that when we're watching an ad in order to skip it, those 5 seconds feels like a lot more. So there's actually a lot of time to get a clear message in. And like Ashley said, playing on emotions and using audio to your advantage to make the user feel something. Video, that's what video is all about. So it's, yeah, easier than you would think.
Next question is, what is the cost per view? Also a great question. So my answer to everything is always, it depends, but it depends on a bunch of different things. Where you're targeting, so geolocation, the types of audiences that you are targeting as well can change how much it's going to cost. If there's a lot of competitors and others are bidding on the same places, your cost is going to increase, but it's pretty inexpensive and really easy to get started.
Any other questions, guys? It doesn't seem like we have any more questions, so I hope those were answered. Oh, a follow-up question.
Resources for making the video. Could you elaborate maybe a bit more, just like how you might create videos?
I think he's asking, or they're asking, how you can, if there's resources to make a video, maybe. Like we said, there's different approaches that you can take. You can get a video professionally made. You can make a video yourself. You can make a video that isn't anything that's maybe just graphic. If you have a graphic designer, do you have anything else to add to that, Ashley? We have our own YouTube product that we have videos that you can use as your ad.
Yeah, there's also a number of online resources that you can make videos fairly quickly too, even if you don't have graphic design or video editing skills.
For sure.
And you can use stock videos as well if you use them if they match what your practice is doing. It's also fairly easy to record videos with your phone.
For sure. Yeah, you can edit them. If you wanted to make a video from scratch, let's say today, you could, like Ashley said, use stock image, you could record yourself speaking, and you can edit a lot. There's a lot of capabilities on Canva, actually. It's free and easy, and they make really good videos that you could use as a YouTube ad. Yeah, there's lots of resources out there if you would like to do it yourself, but there's also a lot of options as well if you would like to pay someone to do it, or buy a video somewhere as well. It's an option, but it's definitely easy to get started as well yourself. I think there are no other questions. I think we're good. Awesome. Well, like we said, you guys, if you have any particular questions, we're happy to answer and help you out. So feel free to email Ashley or I. And otherwise, I think we are good to call it a day with this webinar. Thank you so much for joining, and we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Goodbye.